with enough force. So, I am surprised. I would assume a spear would be the same thing, because once you roll it around your stick and tie it off, and you can see it's got plenty of tie points, that's going to be, yeah, those are sharp. Same thing for that. I still don't know what this and this is for. This one almost reminds me of a, what do you call it? Shuttle that you would use to knit with. This one has some kind of serrated edge, but it's not sharp at all. It's just a bunch of bumps. 3 holes there, and a elongated hole there, and a sharp point. I'm not sure what that would be used for. And that one here, like I said, maybe a knitting shuttle or something. You got me. And as for the saw, definitely want to get that piece off so you can saw with, but it's sharp. Do I have any wood in here? Let's see. Yeah, I do. Hold on a second. Let me grab a piece of wood. All right. Obviously, you're going to want to attach it to something, which is what the holes are for. But it's definitely sharp enough to cut. And this is just pine. It's hard to do with just holding it with my fingers like this, but it's definitely, as you can see, it's holding up. At least, you know, for that. So I can only go one way, which means the teeth are damn sharp. I need more leverage. So yeah, I definitely have to hook this to something so I can saw away, but it's definitely strong enough. This brand is called Ready Man. So, and again, I'll add the links, dog here, I'll add the links to this stuff when I post the video. Interesting. I might have to get a few of those because, you know, throw a couple in the truck, throw a couple in the wallet, you never know. And as small as light as they are, you can't complain. Alright, next we got 2 other kits that I was given. This one looks pretty nice and compact. It's made out of paracord, as you can see. Or I hope you can anyway. Wish I had better light. Maybe that's something I'll have to get. Better lighting. But hopefully you'll be able to see this. Man, this one I almost don't want to take apart. It is really nice and compact. It's solid. It's got a nice little compass on it, which, let's see, is it going to be accurate? With a compass that is going 180 degrees, it doesn't know which way it wants to go. Well, it's pointing pretty damn close now. Doesn't seem like a very good, oh, now it's off going to the west. Unless there's something inside that's interfering with it, which is entirely possible. Oh, it comes off. Okay. There we go. So it does work. Yeah. Does it still work? Yep. Well, passed the drop test. Looks like you can clip it on your watch band, or you know, something like that. So the compass does work. Nice. Alright, unscrew this. you get this thing apart. I thought maybe this here was to pull it apart. Guess not. Okay. I mean, I can do it the messy way. Just start sliding off. I guess that's what we'll do. And watch, I'll get this all apart and find a nice, easy way to do it. And if the people that made this are watching, they might want to think about that. Tie it so that you can just pull on something and away it goes. Alright, so it looks like it's wrapped around a medium hard plastic shell, which ain't no way I'd be able to get it back in there. Well, let's see. This is not paracord, it's more like heavy duty boot shoestring type material. So I've got one section here that is, well, hold on, let me put it out and I'll tell you how long it is. I would guess, based on what I'm seeing here, that this whole section together, I'm going to guess is about 25 feet. I don't want to unwrap all that right now to find out. So let's make a guess of 25 feet. Let's get this out of the way. Getting caught up in everything. So 25 feet of shoe line or boot lace type cord. And I mean, it's strong, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's actually lighter than paracord, so that's nice. And then in the pack itself, looks like we got a whole bunch of nice little stuff in there. I can figure out how to open the pack. Oh, there we go. Opens like a card deck. And inside, a bunch of individually wrapped items. Boy, I keep dropping things. Alright. Looks like we got some fire starting cotton. Stainless steel. Looks like a credit card type tool. Can opener, knife head, screwdriver, ruler, can opener, 4-position wrench, butterfly wrench, saw blade, direction, ancillary indication, 2-position wrench, and lanyard hole key. There it is. Okay, so it comes, oh, that's definitely stainless steel. And definitely sharp. Sharp blade, sharp saw. Interesting. Yeah, that's stainless steel. That's not cheap aluminum or something. Screwdriver end, bottle opener, and all the other stuff that I basically said. Interesting. Bang-U. Okay. I guess that is translation a Band-Aid. See, we all learned something new today. A Band-Aid is called Bang-U in China, or wherever the hell it was made. Probably China or Korea. In here, a couple more alcohol pads, isopropyl. Let me lower this down a little bit. There. Looks like we got some foil. Not sure how much. Actually looks like there's enough though to use for signaling, cooking, obviously not enough for using as a blanket or anything, but still, you know, you got some game that you need to cook, you wrap it in here, throw it in the fire. In here we got a bunch of safety pins, and I think that's a piece of flint. That'd be my guess. Actually, why don't we find out? That's the point, right? I do like the fact most of these kits have been including safety pins. People don't realize how important safety pins actually are. If you can't stop to sew, throw a safety pin on it and move on. Let's see what else is in there. Oh, a needle. Almost stuck myself with it. So there's a needle in here too. And a paper clip. Okay. So you got multi-use items in there. Alright. Looks like we got a whistle. Not sure why it's all wrapped in this. I'm going to put a trash can over on this side, I guess. So we got a plastic whistle. Now for me, should hit the fan, that goes in the trash. I ain't whistling it to anybody and I should hit the fan. Looks like we got the same type of fishing setup as we had in the bracelet. A couple of floats, weights, line, and hooks. Nice little kit. Not sure how much line you get, but and we get a flashlight? Sure is. Huh. Okay. I assume it has to come apart somehow to put a battery in it? Okay. Either I'm doing something wrong, or it's broke. I thought it was just, there was no pressure or anything. I just thought you had to unscrew the thing. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It definitely looks like a flashlight, and my guess is it has to come apart because once I extend it, it's about the length of a AAA battery. So there's got to be a trick to getting in this thing. Without breaking it. What the hell? I don't think the end comes off, but oh well. I guess we're going to find out. Well, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Definitely a flashlight. Huh. I wonder if it's like a one-time use with a built-in battery and it doesn't come apart and the battery just happens to be dead. Or aha, it did come loose. Okay. So it does take a battery. Looks like it takes 2 watch batteries. And they're not dead. They have something between them so that they don't. Well, let's find out if it actually works. Come on. Flashlights like this are a pain in the ass. Alright, so we got that in there. Now, well, looks like it works. But I gotta get the cap back on. So it actually separates differently. What I may do with this one is I'll put some glue in here and slide it in. I'll take the cap off and then slide it in and seat it and let it dry. That way when I twist the cap off, it comes off. And put that cap back on. And voila, we've got a flashlight. That works. Interesting. It's not super bright, but it's definitely bright enough to... Oh, that's what it is. Here, take a look at this. Move to a little darker area. Back there. So, as you can see, but here's why it slides. It's focusable. So maybe I won't be gluing it. Huh. Okay. Not too shabby. And as you can see, it's pretty damn bright in focus mode. For a little tiny flashlight, LED flashlight like this. Huh. Okay. Much better. Alright. And then finally in this kit, we've got a saw. Some people might ask, by the way, why they put all this stuff in plastic bags like this. There's a reason for it. Pretty much the same reason that I put all my stuff in bags. If it gets wet, stuff like this can, if it's actually stainless steel, like some of these parts here are, they'll rust. Now this is a chainsaw, obviously. And for those that haven't seen one, they basically are, with the good ones anyway, they're high tensile strength, rough feeling kind of, guess I forgot to turn that down, didn't I? This was wound up and it was in its own plastic bag if you missed it. But they're a high strength wire that's got like knots or whatever you want. I don't know how it's like. It's been twisted so that basically you take it and you can saw through wood. You know, using your thumbs or your fingers or your hands, or with a great thing to do, which I plan on showing next year when I do some more outside videos. You attach to a piece of wood and tension it like a bow and arrow, and you've got a bow saw. So, and this seems to be pretty decent quality. It's heavy, doesn't seem to be made of cheap, you know, the stuff that breaks within 5 seconds. So far, this kit's turning out to be pretty damn nice. You know, for a little put in your truck survival type kit. And Again, I don't remember the exact price I paid, but I want to say it was under $15. So, well, when I do the links, I'll know the pricing better, of course. But none of this was very expensive. But it appears we're finding at least a few things that are halfway decent quality for the price. One of the other things I've been trying to do too is try to find stuff that's made in the USA. Because the one thing I've learned is most of this stuff that's made overseas is junk. Doesn't work at all. Doesn't work at all, or it falls apart real quick, stuff like that. But every once in a while you come across stuff that's made overseas that actually holds up pretty good and I can recommend. And right now, this little kit here looks like something that is pretty nice. What I will probably do next spring when I actually do some of the testing is, testing to actually use it. I'll make a final determination for myself then, but in the interim, I'll probably go ahead and get a couple more of these little things and have them at least ready. If I don't have them, then they're just can't use them, right? I'm assuming this is flint, but the problem is, how in the hell do you get it leverage? I can do it easy on the desk here, but how the hell do you do it out in the wilderness? If I can get it to spark. Yep, it does spark. Let's see if I can do another one so you can see it. Oh, shit. There's got to be a better way to hold that thing so you get a little leverage. Well, of course, you could use the multi-tool if you got one. I don't know if you can see, but it is sparking. The problem is, there is a problem even though it's sparking. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh, there I got a good burst. Okay. Maybe it's just got to get the paint off it. That's going to be a tough flint and steel, though, to start a fire. Whew. Guess we'll find out if we actually can next spring when I test all this stuff live. Alright, so that's that big kit. Yow! Well, I just poked myself with that needle. I bang you. Maybe I need to put that on, huh? As much as I poke and cut myself. Alright, I'll slip this over here. Last but not least, you've seen in my kits I carry one of these, the Gerber brand survival kit. On the back it's got rescue signals, ground air distress symbols, stuff like that. So that's kind of nice, and it's sewn in. It's not a piece of paper. It's a plastic. It's actually sewn on. So it's pretty nice. Nice little carrying pouch. Got a whistle on the end. It's a nylon pouch. Inside there's a pack, and then I add to mine. So inside this one there is also an extra bladed knife, and I'm not sure what you call this, but kind of a pseudo wrench multi-tool thing. It's got a screwdriver, Phillips, and kind of a wrench plier thing. I guess it could come in handy, maybe for holding that flint. And it folds up nice, so. But these I add one of these to each one. This is called Swiss Tech, made in the USA, by the way. It's heavy because it's solid steel. But it's Swiss Tech is the name, and it's made right here in the US. And the little knife is just like any other little tiny knife you can get, you know, made in the USA. Oh, this is Gerber. There we go. Looks like the blade needs to be clean. This little Gerber knife, I'll be damned. And no, it's not normally part of the kit. This one anyway, I don't think, because usually I add stuff. Maybe I took it out of another one and just threw it in this one, I don't know. Alright, now I got this plastic bag full of goodies, if I can figure out how to open it. There we go. Yep, see, I poked myself. Damn. You know, it's a good thing in most of these situations, you're not going to have to be going through these where you got to get into them in 10 seconds. They definitely make it a little harder. Trying to get all this stuff in there as much as they can anyway. And this is a really heavy plastic Ziploc seal, so could also be useful for other things, holding some water or leftover food or the rest of the kit again. Same thing with the bag. Alright, so in here we've got some shoestring. I know they want to call it paracord. It's not paracord, it's more shoestring. I'm going to guess based on that, 10 feet. Looks like we got some waterproof and windproof. I don't know if they're windproof and waterproof, but matches with one that's broken there. And this, again, this next spring, we'll actually test these items out, see what they do and if they actually work. Looks like we got a little sewing kit. 4 different threads, a couple buttons, needle, and a boy, my brain is just not working today. I was going to say clothespin. A safety pin is what I meant. Here, oh, nylon rope. Now that's nice. There's that fishing line. I guess we'll find out. It almost looks more like nylon rope though. Here's another one of those. Oh, no, it's not. Find out what this is. Even comes with a little instruction manual. To me it looks like a keychain. Oh, that's what it's telling you to do? I'm like, what the hell? Okay. So it's basically a keychain with an LED on it, and I'm like, how is it trying to tell us in those instructions? So I said, well, let's find out. You pull it, it lights up. Got a little keychain light to it. So, okay then. Next we got pocket guide, fire. I hate these that fold all over the place, but it looks like it's got a whole bunch of basic safety tips. Making fire using a car battery, making fire using a bow, making fire using a fire saw. How to make, no, that's useful. How to make shelters out of wood and stuff, different types. Making signals using even just a knife blade. Signal fires, how to create them and create smoke. Different types of shelters. On the other side there's a ruler on the edge. And on this side we've got rescue, navigation. Here's a good one. This is some good information here.